We're drinking more water this year. Happy New Year! Welcome to my channel, Otaku Jozu. I'm Ash, and there is just a lot of exciting things that are happening lately. You can kind of see that my room back here in the States is really discombobulated. My glasses are really distracting. I think I'm gonna have to take these off. So I have this 2023 glow up plan going on for me, and it all starts with my otaku room here in the US. If you recall, I have one in Japan. That's where my husband lives with all my actual, 90% of my collection. It just makes me so sad I can't be with it majority of the time, but I do have a subset of my collection here, and I just felt like, to kind of set up great vibes for this year, I may as well just redo this room. So that's why you see boxes back there. I have a plant right here that looks like I am in the Avatar movie, and a bunch of it's just all over the place. I'm gonna save that for another video, because this video we're talking about 2023 pre-orders for figures and for manga and a sprinkle of light novels. My pre-orders for figures go all the way up until October of this year, and they're all from AmiAmi. I am new to collecting. I haven't really ventured out to any other sources or sites. I think there was one figure that I got from eBay, and then there were three other figures. They were the Yashahime girls that I've ordered from Otaku Mode. But that's pretty much it. Majority of all my figures come from AmiAmi. So for the month of January, I have a lot of nin figures. I didn't think I was a Nindroid girly, to be honest. I at one point was like, I don't need any more. I had I think 4 or 5 at the time that I really loved and adored, and I was like, that's it. I think I'm good. There's no other characters that I really care that much about. Turns out that was a lie. So the first nin that I pre-ordered was Nyanko Sensei. He is from the series called Natsume's Book of Friends. My husband and I are huge fans of this anime, and we're huge fans of Nyanko Sensei. I think he's so adorable, especially in his design where he's eating a little shrimp tempura and has sake, and I don't know, he's just so cute. What's there not to love about Nyanko Sensei? In my mind, I kind of wish he had a huge statue-esque version. I'm sure there's probably one out there that I haven't seen, but the Nindroid's gonna have to do for now. Next one is Reagan from Mob Psycho 100. I've already ordered Mob previously. He just came in, and now that I have Reagan, I'm so thrilled to have these two together. I think there's actually a scaled version of Reagan somewhere out there in the world. I remember seeing him one time when I went to Frankenstein's Collectibles in California, probably a couple of years ago, and I wished I kind of splurged and got him, but he was a little bit too out of budget for me at the time. But now that I have the nins, I'm so excited to put it with the manga, because I love the anime, and I just started reading the manga, and I'm obsessed with it even more. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to actually physically see him. So the next few nins that I ordered are actually Attack on Titan related. It's one of my favorite series of all time. I don't have any words to say besides that it just took me through so many freaking roller coasters of emotions, because I happened to binge read the manga in 2 days when it was almost, I think it was at that point 80% complete, and boy, I thought I was ready, and I was not. I was not ready. But anyways, I already have the nins. They're actually right over there that Gigi is covering. I have Armin, I have Mikasa, and I have Eren, and I thought would be nice to order the Colossal Titan, Erwin Smith, and then Hanji Zoe, because I do kind of have a plan of ordering the Papa Parade extra large version of Eren Yeager in his Attack Titan form. I have the smaller version right here, but the extra large version is probably this big, and I thought it would be cool to kind of set up these specific nins around them to kind of I don't know. Reenact a scene from season 1. I am missing Levi. I know he's available right now and I could buy him, but I honestly have so many other Levi scale figures. I don't know if I want another one in my collection. Once I probably like have it all up in display, if I feel like Levi truly is the missing piece to this little diorama that I have in my head, then maybe I'll probably get him. So this is the last of my pre-orders for the month of January of 2023. I am venturing into a new territory of a certain type of figure. I don't know if we want to call this a figure, but it is the Pokedo action doll Tomoe from Kami-sama Kiss. I had been sitting on this a while, but the more I stared at him, the more I was just like, I love you, Tomoe. How can I say no to you? So I pre-ordered him, and one of my favorite things is that he is very dynamic in the way you can position him. So I think I am going to have a lot of fun of being creative in my little setup that I'm thinking about putting him in. He's also the first kind of figure I'm indulging in part of my goal of 2023 was investing in a cute boy collection. No matter if I know what the series is or the character is, I just want to collect them because I think they're cute, and Tomoe is definitely the first to enter that hall of fame that I'm trying to put in my collection per se. So one of the major goals I had for my collection this year was investing more in bunny figures and 1/4 scale figures. So I've actually got my first 1/4 scale figure recently, which is my Bakugo B style from Takuro Tomy, and I loved him. He was such great detailing and such a fantastic like big girl figure. So now in February I'm getting another big girl figure, and it's the first of the bunny figures that I've ordered for this year, and this figure happens to be the B style Code Geass Shirley Bear Leg Bunny version figure, and I love her. I wish I got her with the fishnets, but I missed that pre-order, but I'm gonna settle for the bare leg, and I still love the design in any way, shape, or form. I love it in totality, and I can't wait to have her. And I thought, since Code Geass is one of my favorite animes of all time, why not, for my first time getting bunny figures, invest on getting the girls? And it was actually great timing, because when I was thinking about that, I had already knew that some type of those figures had previously existed. I missed out on the bunny versions that were not bare-legged, but you know, I took the chance and got the bare-legged bunny versions. So I can't wait till they come in. They're gonna look so good. The next figure that I pre-ordered, no shocker, it's a My Hero Academia scale figure. It's no secret on any of my channels how much of a My Hero Academia fan that I am. Yeah, I pre-ordered the My Hero Academia Takumi Hero Suit 1/8 scale figure. I am I guess I'm on the fence about this figure. The more I stare at him, the more I'm like, it's kind of basic looking, and that's not always a bad thing. I just think I need to see him in real life versus a photo, a prototype figure, or not prototype, a prototype photo, to see if it actually looks pretty good. You know, I hope he does. I hope so. So I already have a Lena from 86 Ninjroid, but this one's different. It's special in my opinion because it's the Bloody Regina version. It's also a special package edition, so it comes with like a little booklet, and yeah, it's just her in her black uniform. And if you remember watching like the second part or reading further on into the light novels, like, it's such a transformative moment for her character, and for me to actually have a figure that represents that, I don't know, I'm really excited about that because this series means a lot to me. Again, I have a lot of favorites and this is one of them, but this one's like really high up there. It's probably my favorite light novel series, point blank period. I think the anime is done really well. I'm hoping to get more, but probably not. So I'll just settle for the little nins. I would love to have a Shin Nin to go with her though. That would be nice. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but a girl can dream. Moving on to March, I think that's one of the lighter months when it comes to pre-orders, but it is heavy on my wallet because it's another bunny figure from Code Geass. It's the B-Style Code Geass Lucia Rebellion Colin Bear Leg bunny figure. She looks so good. So good. I love her facial features. I love the bunny suit that she's wearing. I love the stance that she's in. I just think she's so adorable. I think it's true to her character because I know she would be kind of embarrassed but confident in this bunny suit at the same time. Oh, I love her. I love her. I love her. I think it's well worth it, the fact that she's my only figure that I'm pre-ordering for the month of March. Doesn't mean she'd be my only figure I'll get in the month of March, but just pre-order wise. I had to leave the whole month for her. Have I mentioned that I love her? Oh, for April, I only have one figure again, and that is another bunny figure, surprise, of B-Style Code Geass Lucia Rebellion C2 Bear Leg bunny figure, and she also looks really good. I'm a little worried that her booty is a little shiny for a figure, but maybe that's just because that's the like prototype photo of showing it. I have, when I was walking around Akihabara, seen the one where she's wearing like the fishnets, and it looks so good. It's so good. So I know the quality's there, but it's just no fishnets, and I'm okay with that. I really actually enjoy this figure, it being more a little on the lewd side. You know, she definitely was a character that was pretty much a little sexualized in that show. So at least it still kind of stays true to that. And I like that when I find figures and they kind of tie in unknowingly or knowingly really well into their adaptations versus the manga and the anime. So yeah, she's gonna be mine. I just keep surprising myself more. For the month of May, I have one figure again, and easy on the pocket this time, so maybe I'll splurge on some pre-owned items that I have bookmarked, which I'll show later on. This is the look-up figure of Bichira from Blue Lock. He's my favorite character from that series. I already have like a little shrine of him on my desk, and he's just so adorable. He's so precious to me. He's one of those characters that to me is always smiling, so when I look at him, I'm gonna smile too, and I feel like that's just a vibe to have, especially after the year I had in 2022. June is probably the heaviest month for me for figures. I feel bad for my wallet, but it's a good thing I am pre-planning for this. So as the ultimate Bleach fan, I decided to splurge and get the B-Style Bleach Rangiku swimsuit version 1/4 scale figure, and after seeing some other swimsuit 1/4 scale figures in Akihabara, like they are massive and they look good, and Rangiku is like, she's mommy. I love her. She is my ideal woman, and I'm like foaming at the mouth looking at her. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have her in my possession. She was like a no-brainer, automatic pre-order as soon as she was announced. I had to get her. Another no-brainer pre-order was the 10 count Riku 1/8 scale bunny figure. He looks so good. I'm a huge fan of 10 count. I just, when they announced the re-releases of these figures, again, automatic pre-order right now. I'm not saying no to these whatsoever. They look good. Yeah, have I mentioned that besides Bichira, I'm also just really obsessed with Blue Lock in general, and they announced that Isagi is getting a Nindroid, so of course I pre-ordered him. I'm hoping for a lot more of the Nins, hopefully the whole shebang. Honestly, give me all 300 players from that building. Not really, but you know, the main characters. Bichira. Please give me Bichira and Nindroid. Please. But I had to get Isagi. I also ended up getting another look-up Blue Lock figure of Nagi. He is another favorite of mine from Blue Lock. He just looks so cute. Like, look at his eyeballs and tell me you're gonna say no to him? Just tell me right now. Can you say no? Because I can't. I'll never say no. So for July, I have another 10 count figure. This is a Shiratoni's 1/8 scale bunny figure. He looks so good. I love the costume. I love the detailing. I just think it's true to his character, where he's embarrassed and quite humble at the same time. It's a must-have for my collection, and I got him. I pre-ordered him, and I can't wait to have him. And then I have more Nindroids. It's the year of the Nindroids for my collection, I swear. I had recently saw on Instagram that Good Smile Company is releasing a Sugimoto Nindroid from Golden Kamui. And they re-release some more Golden Kamui Nindroids. There's a Shipra and there's Ogata. I had to get these two because if I'm getting Sugimoto, I need to get, well, the following two that are with him through a lot of his shenanigans. And I love this series. I love the series. If you have not watched it, it's so freaking funny. It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah, I just had to get these Nindroids. There's a lot of other bigger scaled figures for Golden Kamui characters that are coming out, which makes me really excited. And a little snippet of in Japan, this series is quite popular over there. A lot more than it is here in the US, and there's merchandise everywhere. They're advertising the figures everywhere. It's up for pre-order, and it's very tempting. So besides these Nindroids, I might actually splurge on some bigger figures for Golden Kamui characters. So, I don't know, TBD on that, we'll have to see. Lastly, another Nin. This is Vox Okuma. This is a VTuber Nindroid. When I first saw this go up for pre-order, I was like, I have to have you. Because yeah, he's going to be part of my Cute Boy collection. He's so cute. I love it. I love this character design. And to be honest, if I saw this character in an Otama game, this would be my type. Maybe this would be my gateway into getting into VTubers, being a super fan of certain VTubers. I don't know. That's a whole nother world I haven't explored yet. Looking at my pre-orders for AmiAmi, I don't have any more after July until October. Of course, that can always change. So for October, I only have one, and this one I'm really hyped about because I got to see it previewed at Jump Festa this year in Tokyo, and that is the Gem series Bleach, Toshiro Hitsugaya from Thousand Year Blood War, and it looks good. It looks so good. In person, when I saw it, the details are immaculate. Like, every little tiny nook and cranny of this sculpt of this figure is just very precise. I love of him unsheathing his seal. I love you get a bit of glance of his bankai. I just love this figure. I'm also probably a little biased because Hitsugaya is one of my favorite characters of Bleach of all time, so yeah, take that with a grain of salt. So that's pretty much it for my figure pre-orders for 2023. I do have some other figures that I'm kind of looking at. They're not pre-orders, but they're just like maybe some nice to haves, and I have them bookmarked. So let me show you that. So maybe I'll just speed round this. The first 4 figures are actually from the series called Burn the Witch. We have Noelle and Nini. The first 2 are actually pre-orders that I'm sleeping on at the moment just because I'm not convinced by looking at the faces. The rest of the figure, the rest of the sculpt, 10 out of 10. The faces are not hitting for me, so I don't know if I'm going to spend that kind of money, especially when the face isn't right. And I mean, that's just the center of the character in my opinion. Like, I don't want to look at it and be like, that's not really you, you know? I don't know. That makes sense to anybody else. And then there's the swimsuit 1/4 version of them. I saw these in person. They're great quality. They look really good. There's honestly nothing wrong with them. Besides, Nini's face, again, doesn't really hit, but it's not too far off like the other ones that I mentioned. I just don't know why I can't commit to them. They're already released. I think they're worth the price somewhat. Maybe it's just because they're so basic. I mean, they're in their swimsuits. What more can you do with that? But in my head, I'm like, what is justifiable in getting them like that? But at the same time, I'm getting Rangiku, who's also in a basic swimsuit. So I'm just in a constant battle with these two. Then there is the Ranking of Kings Nindroid, which I really love. I think I'm going to end up getting. And then we have another doll, Nindroid doll per se, from Mr. Love. Queen's Choice is a Lucian. I want to add him into my cute boy collection. Just haven't committed yet. And then this is a pre-owned one that I'm pretty sure is not going to be available anytime soon. This is a Yu Yu Hakusho 1/8 scale figure of Kumara. These are just bookmarked for now. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these besides the Ranking of Kings one, and probably the Nindroid doll. Those are probably more for sure than the rest of them. Now we're getting into some manga and light novel pre-orders. Normally I don't actually do pre-orderings for manga or light novels. I kind of just wait until the time of. But I don't know. I'm trying something new. I think it's going to help with some of my budgeting, and I think it's a new way for me to look forward for something each month. I have a weird way of thinking about it, so it is what it is. So the first pre-order of manga that I'm really excited for is actually called Tokyo Aliens. Technically the first volume has already released, but the second volume's up for pre-order. It doesn't come out until February next month. Looking forward to this manga for a long time because in Tokyo I've seen it advertised everywhere. Like, it seems like it's a really popular series, and then when I was looking at some of the art style in there, like, they had some really cute guys, and I'm like, say less. And it seems like it's action-packed, which I really love action manga, so it seems like a win-win. I can't wait to read it. This one is the first novel pre-order I'm doing. It's called How to Win Her Heart on the Nth Try. I'm gonna say 9th. So bad, but I think that's just me trying to be a perfectionist or I just want it to be that way because it's easier to say. It's a slice of life romance manga, and the synopsis is that Nagi, 27-year-old systems engineer, which I'm excited about because I'm also a systems engineer at a software development company, is facing down her 30s with no sign of romance. She works hard at her job, but things never seem to go her way. Then just when a series of mishaps leave her at her lowest point, a childhood friend reappears and offers her a hand, and this childhood friend really has some deep feelings for her, but she just can't get past seeing him as a friend, and it seems like the love is trying to blossom from there. So I'm a hopeless romantic, and I have really high hopes for this series, and I can't wait to read it. I was taking a closer look at my pre-orders for manga, and for figures this year, how it's the year of the Nindroids for me. Well, for manga, it's year of fantasy romances. For some reason, that's pretty much all I pre-ordered. Just a little warning for you. So next manga pre-order I have is The Dragon King's Imperial Wrath, Falling in Love with the Bookish Princess of the Rat Clan. That is such a mouthful, but the cover itself is what made me want to pre-order it. It just looks like something right up my alley. Apparently the synopsis of it is that 13 clans rule the land, and the Rat Clan is the weakest, and the princess of the Rat Clan is summoned to the land of the dominating Dragon Clan, along with the princesses from other clans, because the Dragon King is seeking a bride. But what's funny about it is that the princess is just like, I'm not about it. I'm gonna go hang out at the library, where she happens to stumble upon the king, and that's where the romance seems to bloom from. So I think it might be a sweet little read. Whoa. Okay, so my next pre-order, I just realized this. I don't know why I didn't read the synopsis earlier. I was just like, pretty cover. It's a BL and romance manga, but this is cut over criteria. And the synopsis says, recent graduate Jin has been assigned to help out with his upperclassman Seto, a highly competent but somewhat standoffish systems engineer. Where are these systems engineers coming from? Seriously, that's my job. And whenever I talk to other people, they have no idea what I do. They don't know what a systems engineer is. So, like, this is just coming out of the woodworks for manga? Whoa! I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah, this is a slice of life and BL romance manga. I cannot wait to get into it because I've been wanting to get into more BL manga. I also think this is something my husband might enjoy because he's also a fan of BL romance manga. Then there's My Coworker Has a Secret. I really love the cover. I think that's what I gravitated to when I first saw this as a pre-order. This is apparently about a average 25-year-old office worker who harbors a secret where she hides from her colleagues. She's pretty much a big otaku, and her secret's kind of revealed to a stranger who happens to end up being a new employee at the office she works at. So it's an office romance. It looks like it's gonna be a rom-com, and I'm just really excited and have high hopes for this one, just because I think it's kind of more up my alley of secret otakus finding love. Okay, judge but don't judge me. I saw this next manga probably like, it probably was like an illegal scan of it, and it's from a spicy site. And this is the Villainous and the Demon Knight manga. It's 18 plus, it's a drama fantasy romance, and let's just say, yeah. Now getting on to a more humble and innocent type of manga. I also pre-ordered the Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom manga. This one's supposed to be like a drama, fantasy, romance type of manga. Like I said, I'm on a binger for these apparently. I really like the cover of this manga. I didn't really read the synopsis too much. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just like to jump into things not knowing what they're really about. For me, it just makes something more enjoyable or entertaining that way. So yeah, do you guys do that? Or do you just like, you need to know what it's about before you get into it? Or do you just like, I don't know, free will it like I do? So this manga right here, I'm really excited for. Like, it outbeats my excitement for Tokyo Aliens, and this manga is called The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife. It's a rom-com type of manga that is in like an office setting, so it's like a work office romance. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Anyways, these two characters are in unique situations because there's an invisible man and the main female lead is blind. So I think they're going to have a lot of really awkward, quirky encounters with each other, and I just think it's going to be one of the most wholesome reads that I'll be reading in such a long, long time. Now, one of my last pre-orders for manga is The Princess of Convenient Plot Devices. Basically, you have this girl that kind of gets isekai into one of her favorite BL novels or games, and she's really excited because some of her favorite characters she gets to watch in real time their blooming romance, but eventually she wants her own romance, so she's trying to figure that out, and I think that's such an interesting concept, and I can't wait to read it because I wouldn't even know what to do in that situation either. Yeah, guess we'll find out together. Yeah, that's it for my manga and light novel pre-orders. All these pre-orders are actually up until May of this year, so I'm sure there's going to be some more manga pre-orders later on and manga releases I'm excited for, which I'll probably continue doing another like maybe mid-year video about that, also probably for my figure pre-orders too. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Probably not the best quality or most exciting thing to see. I promise I am trying really hard to get a better camera and a better mic so I don't have to record on my really outdated iPhone, and I am trying so hard to make it a goal to make better quality content later this year because I really want to grow this community, and I just want to express Happy New Year's again to everyone. I appreciate every view and comment and like that I've gotten so far, and I just can't wait to see our growth for this year and how strong of a community we can build. With that, bye until next time.